You might take it in G. Is it out of tune, Sean?
I don't know. You sound good, though.
Every man's their own safety officer.
Notwithstanding, I mightn't have my fingers in the right place.
It never stopped you before. Keep going, Matt. You're doing right.
On the radar.
You'd insist we shared the driving when we left the city lights. And he clapped out Morris Minor, heading west on Friday nights. And the heater wasn't working and we never had a spare. We called the old car Flattery, but it caught us everywhere. And when we'd stop to pitch the tent, it always seemed to rain. And it's then that I discover you forgot the pegs again. I couldn't get the campfire lit no matter how I tried. Don't you remember? We had roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine. And the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought that you were mine. You remember Galway races, the man in Harris Tweed. Just because he knew your father, he would do us a great deed. And the horse he put our money on, I swear it's running still. We were staying in a boarding house and we couldn't pay the bill. And you laughed when I went overboard, and you told me not to swear. This town is full of Americans, we'll go busking near square. The Blarney Stone and the leprechauns are bound to see us through. Don't you remember? As we sank the sun in Galway Bay for the 82nd time, and the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought that you were mine. When you called me from the airport before you caught your plane, you told me you were leaving, that I was not to blame. And you hoped that I might understand and that we could be good friends. I knew by what you said that we would never meet again. And I must confess it hurt like hell, and that I miss you yet. For you are not the kind of girl it's easy to forget. Sometimes some half-forgotten fragments of you cross my mind, and I remember all the roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine. When the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought that you were mine. Saw Doctor's version. We had roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine. When the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought that you were mine. We had roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine. The Irish version. When the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought that you were mine.
Woo!
Hello, Matt.
Can we call upon our chairman, who has always been so kind and generous and level-headed and balanced and fair and good crack and he always broke the mold by he was never afraid to get up and sing a song. So we round applause for the legendary Redmond
Tonight's the honours paper, all these gorgeous musicians. So I'm going to bring it down a level. I wasn't going to sing this song because I thought it was too long, but then I heard Ollie. He started.
Only going to sing 24 versions.
Ollie started in daylight and finished in darkness. Tell me.
That's when you start dressing, right?
Are there any Americans here tonight?
Yeah.
Are there Americans here? Well, now, I have to tell you something. That this group you're surrounded by here, this is the Irish Tourism Organisation. This is the future.
And he voiced that, Johnny, no?
Wouldn't you be very worried?
Well, right now we're having a great time.
What chance Irish tourism? Anyway, what I wanted to tell you is that it's not known to everybody, but of all the government agencies in Ireland, I bet you didn't know this.
No.
And there are about 100. There is only one that has the most women on it, and that is Ulster Ireland, this agency. More women.
And they're all beautiful.
And for the last 5 years, I have chaired that agency with all these women on it. And that gives rise to this song, which comes from, for those of you old enough to know, My Fair Lady. But anyway, and it goes, what in all of heaven can have prompted her to go after such triumphant ball? What can have depressed her? What can have possessed her? I cannot understand the wretched all. Women are irrational, that's all there is to that. Their heads are full of cotton, hay and rags. They're nothing but exasperating, irritating, vacillating, calculating, agitating, maddening and infuriating hags. I ask you, Brian, why can't a woman be more like a man? Why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so honest, so thoroughly square, eternally noble, historically fair. When you win, they'll always give your back a pat. Why can't a woman be like that? Why does everyone do what the others do? Can't a woman learn to use her head? Why do they do everything their mothers do? Why can't they grow up like their father instead? Why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so pleasant, so easy to please. Whenever you're with them, you're always at ease. Would you be slighted, Brian? Would you be slighted if I didn't speak for hours? Would you be livid if I had a drink or two? Would you be wounded if I never sent you flowers? Why can't a woman be like you? One man in a million may shout a bit. Now and then there's one with slight defects. One perhaps whose truthfulness you doubt a bit. But now, by and large, we are a marvellous sex. Why can't a woman take after a man? Men are so decent, good-natured and kind. Better companion you never will find. Would you... No, I said that. If I didn't...
Come on, someone help them.
Nobody else.
Why wouldn't a woman be more
Like a man. Men are so decent, good-natured and kind. A better companion you never will find. Would you be slighted if I... No, I said that.
Keep going.
What in all of heaven? I said that too. Why is thinking something women never do? Why is logic never even tried? Straightening up their hair is all they ever do. Why don't they straighten up the mess that's inside? Why can't a woman take after a man? If I were a woman who'd been to a ball, been hailed as a princess by one and by all, would I start weeping like a bathtub overflowing, or carry on as if my home were in a tree? Would I run off and never tell me where I'm going? Why can't a woman be like me?
Kieran, Nova Call.
I lost the verse.
I'm right.
I love women that do.
Where's my backing room? Where's my backing room?
Hey, we did well. Right for you, baby. Everyone else.
Okay. Can we get the applicant commitment test to stand behind Redmond for this song?
Okay. Behind me. Girls,
Can I get a week for this?
Susan,
I want all the American
behind
girls.
Redmond.
Oh yeah,
All the Irish
Catherine,
girls
come on.
behind me. I can only do this.
Deborah, behind Redmond.
I need backing. Pick it up. This isn't that hard.
Hi guys.
Is there anyone here? Oh, yeah, we gotta go up here. We gotta go up here.
Where are we going?
Anyone can remember Neil Sedaka?
Susan.
Bridget, watch yourself. I tripped on that too.
I did too.
That one was
You ready?
saved.
Now, all you gotta do is... That's it.